Hello and welcome to a new episode of 7 Facts. Here we talk about the hidden and unknown facts of every territory, state or country of the world. There are also some history videos too, so if you're interested in such things, please subscribe. Hamburg, officially the free and Hanseatic City of Hamburg, is the second largest city in Germany and one of the country's 16 federal states. Hamburg is a major European science, research and education hub, with several universities and institutions. The city is without a doubt one of Europe's economic motors. It's a major location of the civil aerospace industry, with Airbus employing no less than 13,000 people. Its port is the third largest on the continent. It's also the seat of Germany's oldest stock exchange and the world's oldest merchant bank, Berenberg. And of course, the big one. It is thought that the beloved American hamburger may have developed from Hamburg's frikadelle, which was exported to the States and from there to the entire world. Need I say more? The official name reflects Hamburg's history as a member of the medieval Hanseatic League and a free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire. Before the 1871 Unification of Germany, it was a fully sovereign city-state, and before 1919, it formed a civic republic headed constitutionally by a class of hereditary grand burghers. Beset by disasters such as the Viking incursions, the Black Death that killed 60% of its population, several great fires, the North Sea flood of 1962, and military conflicts including World War II bombing raids, the city has somehow managed to recover and emerge wealthier after each catastrophe. When picturing a city with many bridges, most think of the charming islands of Venice or the lovely canals of Amsterdam, or maybe even Copenhagen. But in fact, it is Hamburg that has more bridges than any other city in the world. The many streams, rivers and canals are crossed by some 2,500 bridges, more than London, Amsterdam and Venice put together. Among these are road, rail and footbridges stretching across rivers, canals and even roads. Nevertheless, they all count as bridges. In 1907, Carl Hagenbeck Jr., the son of a fishmonger turned animal collector, founded the Tierpark Hagenbeck. At the time, it was unlike any zoo in the world, for there was not a single cage in sight. The animals were kept in open enclosures surrounded by moats, providing them with a more natural environment where they could move freely. This was in fact the first such zoo in the world, where cages wouldn't be used to exhibit the animals. Today this design is preferred by zoos all across the world. The Tierpark Hagenbeck remains the only large privately owned zoo in Europe and is currently under the management of the 6th generation of Hagenbecks. In case you didn't know this, one of history's most beloved bands, the Beatles, launched their career in Hamburg. A few streets away from Herbertstrasse is the Beetleplatz, named in honor of the band whose later fame was forged in the clubs around the Reeperbahn. The young and inexperienced Beatles played an estimate 273 nights in Hamburg between 1960 and 1962. It was this city where they honed the musical and songwriting skills that allowed them to become the most popular band of its time and one of the most popular in history. When asked once by a reporter what growing up in Liverpool was like, John Lennon is said to have replied, "I didn't grow up in Liverpool, I grew up in Hamburg." Next time you're lighting a candle to count down to Christmas, remember that it's a tradition that began in Hamburg in the 19th century. As the story goes, in the Christmas season, Johann Heinrich Wichern, a theologian and founder of an orphanage, was constantly asked by the orphans when will Christmas finally arrive. So he came up with an ingenious answer. He took a carriage wheel and attached as many candles as days until Christmas. A small candle was lit successively every weekday and Saturday during Advent, and on Sundays a large white candle was lit. This Christmas tradition of Advent wreaths, simplified to 4 candles and decorated with fir leaves, has since spread across the world. Hamburg is Europe's third largest port, and as a result, countless ships from every possible corner of the world pass through the city's port. In order to make them all feel at home, the local authorities have come up with a great idea. Downriver from Hamburg lies the Willkommhof, or welcome point, which welcomes and says goodbye to every ship coming in and out of Hamburg Harbor. Each ship is welcomed with the national anthem of the country it is registered to, and bid farewell on its return journey by dipping the Hamburg flag and hoisting the international flag signal for bon voyage. The captains at the point, known as greeting captains, have over 150 national anthems to welcome ships from all over the world. These were 7 facts about Hamburg. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave your comments downstairs and do check me out on Facebook and Twitter. If you want to support me, consider becoming a patron. You'll find the link in the description. I hope to see you next time. Bye.